When you open the EXP file by double-clicking on it, or when you start RISC Evaluator and click on File Open to open the saved EXP file, you will see the ROV Evaluator user interface. You will see the Project Explorer, where the input assumptions, output forecasts, and the simulation results are available. The input variable section, where you can enter the desired values, and output variables showing the computed values. There's also a menu and icon toolbar in the user interface. To get started, you can enter in any value in the input variable section and notice that the results in the output section are updated. And by the way, you can also change the user interface language, including English, Chinese, Japanese, Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, and French. You can now run super speed simulations on your extracted model by first setting the input assumptions as distributions. Here are some of the simple steps to help you get started. First of all, find the assumption you wish to set a distribution on in the Project Explorer. Double-click on the assumption you want. You will then be presented with an Input Properties dialog. Here you can change the name of the input variable and change the value of the input if you wish. Next, select Apply Simulation checkbox. Select the distribution of choice, for example, triangular distribution. Enter in the relevant input parameters for the selected distribution. For example, for triangular, enter in the minimum, mode, and maximum values. You can continue by adding more input assumptions if you wish. When completed, you can click on the Simulate icon and enter in the simulation name. This helps you identify which simulation results pertains to this simulation run, and in case you're running multiple simulations you wish to keep track of. The number of simulation trials to run, the random seed, and number of computer CPU or central processing units you wish to run on. The more CPU processors you have, the faster the simulation will run, of course. This functionality allows you to run memory-intensive and super large models effortlessly using distributive processing and multiple processors at once. When you're done, click on the Simulate icon. The simulation will start and you can watch the progress of the super speed simulation and notice how quick it is. When completed, you can double-click on the simulation results in the Project Explorer section to view the results. Here you can view the simulation statistics. Enter or change the percentile values to obtain the relevant value, and hit Tab to enter in the value and hit Tab to obtain the corresponding percentiles. You can also export or print the simulated data. You can also add an advanced AES password encryption by clicking on File, Protect Project. Enter in a password to protect the EXP file from unauthorized access. Notice that all the intellectual property are protected in this EXP model. That is, you cannot see, or the end user cannot see, any types of equations, functions, or computations. And of course, the end user cannot automatically, accidentally, or maliciously tamper with the model to actually break it, because everything is protected in the EXP file. In addition, if you have a large model to start with, and you have only selected a few inputs and output variables, then you can select Model and Optimize to optimize the extracted model. The software will apply some proprietary algorithms to identify the model threads and delete variables and computations that are irrelevant to the selected inputs and outputs. By optimizing the model, you can run the model and simulate the model at an even faster speed. And finally, in order to use ROV Evaluator, you will need a software license. In the ROV Evaluator user interface, click on Help and select License and Activation. Here you will be shown your computer's hardware ID. This hardware identification is derived from several hardware serial numbers of your computer. For example, motherboard, memory, hard drive, Windows operating system serial numbers, and others. And we apply a proprietary algorithm to create this unique identification number. Every computer will have a unique ID or hardware ID, and the license you obtain will only work on your computer. You can select the hardware ID and right mouse click to copy, and you can now paste it into an email. and send it to admin, admin, at realoptionsevaluation.com to request a license file. Or you can click on the compose button to actually send us an email. When you receive the license file, save it to your hard drive. Again, start ROV Evaluator, click on Help, and select License and Activation, and then Activate. Browse to the license file you just saved, and you will be licensed immediately. This whole process takes only a few short seconds. So, that's it. That's how easy ROV Extractor and Evaluator is. For more detailed information, please refer to the Getting Started User Manual and spend a little bit of time playing with this software. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your patience.